Good morning, class. Okay, welcome to your SST lecture again. So today we'll be continuing our topic, which we have been reading and studying from last 2 days. Same chapter from trade to territory. So, my dear students, till now in these previous 2 days, the explanation we have done, we have just seen the scenario that how the foreign traders came in India. For what purpose did they came in India? How did they get a approach from our local rulers. In that scenario, there were many countries from which the travelers came from India, Dutch, French, Portuguese. Britishers came a bit late to India, but they were the person who actually settled down India for long. Okay, Britishers came to India for trading, no doubt, but their ambitions, their dreams, their motives were something else, and it changed as they approached India, as they got a feedback from the local rulers, local people about the strength of the country. Their way of settling in the India changed. So see, we have discussed already that these foreign traders, when they came to India, in the way they were facing some problems. Their ships were being looted, they were being endangered for life, they were threatened for life. So in that process, they started building forts, okay, in the coastal areas from where the ship were approaching. They increased their security. They started carrying armed people with them. They kept armed, you know, regiment with them in their forts to protect them and to guard them. So what happened was, as they were doing all this type of things, the local ruler were of course annoyed with them. The local rulers were not at all happy with them. Secondly, if we talk specifically about British East India Company, so British East India Company started taking things for granted, means they started demanding concessions, okay, to levy the taxes, to give, free from the duties. They were not in intention to pay those taxes, okay, those revenues which the local rulers were asking. Since they landed in the area of Bengal, so the local rulers of Bengal, the Nawabs of Bengal, they were asking some amount from them for, because they were doing trade in in their area, but these Britishers were anyhow trying to avoid those payments. Apart from them, they settled many other business also, which were not being granted by the emperors, by the Nawabs. Okay, so their demands were increasing day by day of Britishers. In that case, in that scenario, they started purchasing villages also. They purchased few villages also. So finally, what happened was, see, after the death of Aurangzeb, the central working system of Mughal emperor became bit weak. Okay, the emperor who was used to rule entire country India by sitting in Delhi, the things became bit, weaker. So anyhow, the Nawab of Bengal was taking care of his area well. So what happened was, after the death of who? Ali Vardi Khan in 1756. Ali Vardi Khan, the Nawab of Bengal, passed away. Sirajuddaulah was being made the Nawab of Bengal. He was a bit, brave guy. He was a strong person, a military man, a good commander, okay, and the good thought king. So after being fed up from these Britishers, their unnecessary way of working, he finally decided to launch a battle against the Britishers. So what he did is, Sirajuddaulah, the Nawab of Bengal, taking 30,000 army men with him, he finally attacked on the British areas where the British were settled in India, their factories, the coastal areas, the Calcutta area, the present day Calcutta of India. Okay, so he tried to unroot away the Britishers from India, but the things were not so easy. What happened was, see, this entire war, this whatever was happening was not a 1 day or 2 day scenario. It took a long time. Okay, it took weeks and months to be actually happened. So what happened was, when he was in the process of uprooting Britishers, one of the British commander, Robert Clive, he was deputed somewhere near Madras, Chennai. modern day Chennai, he came to know that his British companions were being attacked. He got the orders from the High Command, and he was asked to fought a battle, asked to suppress Sirajuddaulah. Then finally, in 1757, Robert Clive and Sirajuddaulah has a face-to-face battle. In that battle, Sirajuddaulah was expected to get support from whom? Mir Zafar. Yeah, Mir Zafar, one of his companion in the war, he was supposed to get, support from Mir Zafar, but Mir Zafar turned away. He betrayed Sirajuddaulah. He didn't support Sirajuddaulah, because of which Sirajuddaulah was defeated in the battle and he was assassinated in the battle. He was killed down in the battle. And that battle took place at the place named Plassey. And the battle was called as the Battle of Plassey. The Battle of Plassey was the first battle, genuine battle, which was being fought by the Britishers in India. And of course, they won the battle. Okay, so one of the main reason for defeat of Sirajuddaulah was his companion didn't supported him. Mir Zafar didn't supported him. Of course, why? What was the reason why Mir Zafar didn't supported him? Mir Zafar was being uh, given some sort of, you know, greed from the side of Britishers, some sort of reward he was being promised to not to help Sirajuddaulah in that battle. And in the reward, what he got was, after winning the Battle of Plassey, Britishers made Mir Zafar the Nawab of Bengal. Mir Zafar was being made the Nawab of Bengal. So, dear students, many things changed after that battle. Many things went up and down. The basic thing which I wanted to explain through today's video is the happening of Battle of Plassey, who were involved in that, who won the battle, what were the years associated with it. So for now, you just take the reading of this particular topic thoroughly, try to understand the reasons and outcomes of the war. We will continue this lesson further through our audio conversation and text conversation. Since this is one of the most important topic of your history, okay, you have to just make sure that you understand this topic. That's why I am winding up the class at this particular topic only. I'm not getting it elongated. Please make sure that each and every point of the war gets in your mind. Thank you and have a nice day. That's it for the day. Thank you.